Hey everybody, it's Kevin Carr from Mike Boyle Strength and Conditioning and Movement is Medicine. And today we're going to talk about the ab wheel rollout, or the anti-extension core rollout. This is a great core exercise. It's a more advanced core exercise that I would work to after bear planks, front planks, ball rollouts, and things like that. Then I would move to an ab wheel rollout. It's a lot tougher because you're lower to the floor and there's a longer lever that you have to manage. And what I find when I see videos on the internet or I see people doing these in the gym is I see a lot of poor demonstrations. It's important to remember that when we do this exercise, the idea of this is that we're trying to resist extension of the lumbar spine and the pelvis. We're trying to actively flex and maintain that position isometrically as we get extension through the hips and as we lengthen the lever of our torso. So often I see poor demonstrations online that look something like this, where there's a lot of hip flexion and extension and a lot of lumbar extension, and we're not really effectively maintaining position of the pelvis because that pelvis is going back and forth. So I want to give you guys some coaching cues to do this better and to get more out of this exercise and hopefully make your back feel better so you're not just hanging off your lumbar spine in space. So we want to start in a kneeling position. Big pet peeve of mine is I want to see these toes dug into the floor. It's going to help us squeeze our glutes, it's going to help us get our pelvis under us, and it's just going to give us more feedback from the floor. Okay, so you see I have his feet tucked in the ground here. Now what I want is for Tyler to get himself into hip extension before we even start. So he's almost already starting into a plank. I don't want him starting back in hip flexion and working in and out. I want him getting himself into hip extension to start and tucking this pelvis under. The cue I use is belt buckle towards your belly button or belt buckle towards the ceiling. And you can see now he has good alignment with his pelvis underneath like this. Now he has that activation going on the front side in his obliques and his rectus abdominis. So he's already in this good plank position. If I were to take this stick I have over here in the corner and line him up, just bring your head back for me, make double chin. Now he's already in a good plank position here. That's my metric right there. Can I do this? That's what I want to see. Okay, so now he's starting. This probably already feels like a core exercise here while he's holding that. Right? Now I want to see that this doesn't change, and all I want is his knees to extend here. So Tyler's going to come forward, the hip angle, the pelvis doesn't change, solid as a rock. He's going to come back. You see him shaking there because he's really working. Right? Let's go again. And all that's moving is his knees and his shoulders. So I don't want a bunch of hip motion, I don't want spine motion, I don't want pelvic motion. This is a much harder version of the exercise than a lot of demonstrations that you see on the internet because we're keeping him honest through his torso and through his midsection. So go back through the anti-core progression, work through planks, work through ball rollouts, and when you get to wheel rollout, give it a try this way. Let us know your thoughts. I think it's going to be much more effective for you going forward. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next time.